Our health and wellness segment brings us back to the Kingsbury Club in Kingston for a close-up look at the significance of youth tennis.
Tennis is a great program for children. Here at the Kingsbury Club, we like to promote it in terms of a lifetime sport. Families can enjoy it, kids can start young, they can play with their parents. It even goes to the point where we have family time on Sundays. It's a great way to spend time together. It's important when kids are learning a sport to use equipment that is appropriate to their size. The equipment here that you see is a net that is much lower, a court that is much shorter. It's only 36 feet. The balls we use are red balls. They bounce. They're only 25% pressure, so they bounce at the right height. The kids then can connect in their strike zone. When they do that, they are more consistent, they develop rallying skills, and they can actually learn to play.
There's this new 10 and under teaching methodology and philosophy, which is great. It's a scaled down version of regular tennis, and it uses tennis balls that they're able to control and succeed with. So when they succeed, it really breeds their interest and they get so much more enjoyment out of it, which is so great because for little kids who don't succeed on a tennis court, they get bored pretty quickly. So it's great because then when they start succeeding, it leads into them having more and more activity out on the court. And so not only are they learning a sport, but they're getting out and they're using energy and they're being active, which is so important for these guys.
When you learn the game of tennis, you're learning to develop skills, you're developing your confidence, how you feel about yourself. You feel good about learning something new, being able to implement it. You also have a nice social aspect. There are people to play with. You can play with people of any ages. It doesn't have any boundaries that way. Kids can play with adults, seniors can play with juniors. It's a social aspect that's really makes it fun.
So when these children succeed and you see the joy in them and the happiness, it's great, you know, how they run out on the court with their full energy and they're ready to go, and that's really good. None of these children are dragging out here. They want to be here, and that's because it is a learning environment, but it's a fun learning environment, and that's what's so important for these guys. That's what's going to keep them wanting to do this sport, which is truly a sport of a lifetime.
Developmentally for children, it develops hand-eye coordination. All the skills they use relate to sending and receiving. So we use balls, we use rackets, we use cones. They're able to send the ball and receive it by catching it. When they develop these kind of skills, they can progress even further to using the racket. Once they can use the racket, they're developing rallying skills. When they can rally, they can play. Their goal is to be consistent, learn the rules so that they can actually play matches. When they can do this, it expands a whole opportunity for them to progress further and further in tennis.
When you get children into a group situation or a group clinic situation, what we do out here a lot is we really work with these children to work cooperatively. What they get is they get the ability to work hard, they get the ability to learn the sport, they get the ability also to say, oh, hey, in this exercise that I'm doing, if I don't work with my partner, it's not going to work out. But most importantly, it's getting out, being active, and really it is a sport of a lifetime. You know, it's such a beautiful thing to see 4-year-olds out here and then to see the 84-year-olds out here as well.